guys, welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for Monday, May 10th, 2021. I have been missing in action for about a week and I do apologize for that. I have been isolating. I am still isolating, but I finally managed to get all my things together so that I could put out this video for you. So before further delay, let's get started and do hit the subscribe button. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is the moon. The moon, as you guys can see on the chart, is in the sign of Taurus. It has been here since yesterday, I believe. And when the moon is in Taurus, we focus on Taurus things. And what are those things? Our skills, our self-worth, our values, building, manifesting, all these things. We focus on connecting with nature, eating some good food, and adopting a slower, more stable pace to life. Now, the thing is that the moon is going to come into a new moon in the sign of Taurus on May 11th, which is tomorrow for you guys, Pacific time. We'll talk about that when we get there, but I thought I'd just mention it. So, I will come back to the moon, but let me talk about the other important things that are happening today because today is an extremely loaded day. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the Mercury North Node conjunction. They've met up at about noon. They've met up. Mercury's moved past the North Node, as you guys can see on the chart. And what does this mean exactly? First of all, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. They are meeting up in the sign of Gemini, so this is a doubly big deal. The second thing is, what does it mean? Well, the North Node is where we are headed. The North Node is our goals. And what is Mercury? Mercury is our mind. It's our communication. It's our day-to-day routine. It's our diet. It's our health. It's our immediate environment. It's a lot of things. It's our job also. So Mercury rules all the little things that make up our day-to-day reality. It is our day-to-day reality. And when the North Node and Mercury meet up like this, it means that all Mercury things, our diet, our health, our job, our mindset, our immediate environment, our peer groups, siblings, perception starts to fall into place with where we are headed, with our goal. Everything seems to fall together to make us move towards our path. Okay, very simply, that is what this means. And let's not forget that if you see on the chart, this is at 10 degrees, right? The conjunction. Saturn's at 13 degrees of Aquarius. Now they are trining. It's not an exact trine because Saturn's at 13 and Mercury and the North Node are at 10 degrees, but it is a trine. And what is a trine? Trine is a positive 120-degree angle. It facilitates things. And what is Saturn? Saturn is the most powerful planet, I would say. Saturn is hard work, it's discipline, it's the ruler of this reality, it's our destiny, it's karma, it's hard work. And when such a powerful planet trines the conjunction of Mercury and the North Node, we are building for the long run. Whatever is happening right now, however our immediate environment, our perception, our communication, our health, our diet, however everything is changing, it's so that we can build a long-term future. We can build a long-term path, and this path is a path that will stay with us till 2040. If you've been watching my videos, you know that a new life for us began in December of 2020. And the Saturn trine to the North Node Mercury conjunction is just another step in making that life a reality. Okay, so this is a very positive thing that is happening today. Now let me talk a little bit more because it's extremely positive and seeing all the aspect that this conjunction is making is important. Firstly, as you can see, it's at 10 degrees. Now this conjunction point is semi-sextiling Uranus. 30-degree angle positive. Uranus is what? Unexpected, sudden, out of the blue. And with Uranus, you never know whether things will go well or bad or positive or negative. But I can tell you this, the change that's going to come to align you with your path so that you can build your long-term future will be unexpected, will be sudden. And I do believe it will be positive. Although with Uranus, you can never say, I do believe it will be positive. Okay, so that's the first aspect this is making. The second aspect this conjunction is making is a sextile to Chiron. It's sextile in Chiron. 60-degree angle in Chiron is what? Our wound, our deepest wound. It's also how we heal, okay? And with a sextile to this, as things in our life, as our health, our diet, our routine, our mind, our perception, our immediate environment falls in sync with our goals, we will find healing. And that is why I say the sudden change that will happen with the Uranus aspect to this will be positive. It will heal us. It will heal us in many ways. And it's connected to our long-term future. Now, the next aspect that this conjunction is making is a semi-sextile to Mars. 30-degree angle to Mars. Well, what is Mars? Mars is how we take action. It's how we get things done. It's our drive. It's our willpower. And Mars has been in Cancer for some time now. And quite frankly, Mars does not really like to be in Cancer. Because Cancer is a feminine energy and Mars is a masculine sign. Mars likes to get things done and Cancer likes to retreat within. It likes to receive. It's receptive. So Mars does not function very well in this sign of Cancer. However, since Mars has been in Cancer, we've had the opportunity to look within and do some soul searching, to figure out, hey, am I comfortable building this new life? A new life that started for us on April 11th with the new moon in Aries. Am I comfortable doing it the way I'm doing it? Let me go within and check. And now, this Mercury North Node conjunction is in an exact semi-sextile to Mars. What does it mean? It means that as we've done the inner work, as we've retreated, as sudden changes have happened, as we've transformed, as finally our all Mercury things, mind, diet, perception, immediate environment, routine, fall into place to push us towards our path, finally we get some courage. We get some drive. We feel supported. We say, yeah, forward movement's beginning. Again. I've done all the assessment. I've done the inner work. I've gone through a lot in the past 10 days. I've changed a lot in the past 10 days. But now I'm ready to come out and take action again. And this is positive. And the next aspect that this is making is an opposition to the South Node, because the nodes are always going to be opposite. Mercury is also opposing the South Node. And here the dichotomy between the future and the past is very prominent. And in many respects, the past has become incompatible with the future. We cannot imagine going back to the past. We cannot imagine it. And we don't have to go back to it. The past is over. It got over in March, completely got over in April, and we've transformed and built our life in the past 1 month enough to propel us towards our goals, towards the future, in a very powerful way. Okay, and let me also mention an extremely important thing. Mars is going to hit 10 degrees 37 today. Let's see that. Sorry, my pen dies down sometimes. Okay. There. Mars has hit 1037. Okay. You guys can see it on the chart. 1037 is where an extremely powerful eclipse happened on July 2nd, 2019. So yes, I am talking about an energy that has been with us for almost 2 years. And that energy was not easy. It really was not easy. And when Mars crosses an eclipse spot, as it does today at 4:23 p.m. Pacific time, it will burst open the energy of the eclipse. It will release it. We've been carrying that energy in us, with us, since July 2nd, 2019. And today is the day we release that. And it happens soon after Mercury and the North Node have met up, and this has aspected Uranus, it's aspected Chiron, it's aspected Saturn, it is aspecting Mars. It's aspecting the South Node, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, everything's there in that range. So I would say today is a big, 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 big release day of energy that has been with us for 2 years almost. And let's not forget that we have the new moon tomorrow. So that puts us in the balsamic phase of the moon today. What is the balsamic phase of the moon? The balsamic phase of the moon is a period of time, 2 to 3 days before the new moon, where we do a lot of subconscious releasing. A lot. And we have been doing a lot of subconscious releasing. And what are we releasing? The new moon in Aries that happened on 11th April, we are releasing that. And what did we do on that new moon? We started building our new life. We started taking action. We started constructing new things. And past 2-3 days till the new moon on 11th May, we will release things that will not go with us in the next lunar cycle. Yes, we've begun this life, but what about this life is going to come with me to the next month? What about this is going to come exactly as it is? What do I need to change? What do I need to release subconsciously so that I can start from a clean slate on 11th of May? This is the work we will be doing. We will be releasing, and let me mention, during the balsamic phase, energy can feel low, physical energy, because we're doing a lot of subconscious release. Okay? Now, the next thing that happens today, around this exactly the same time that Mars hits 1037, the important spot, is that Uranus and the moon meet up. Now, Uranus and the moon, Uranus is unexpected and the moon is our emotions. This is a sudden change, unexpected change to our emotions. And I believe it is extremely positive. It will bring a lot of healing with the semi-sextile to Chiron. It is in sync with our path, with the semi-sextile to Mercury, North Node conjunction, with a sextile to Mars. This is a very positive, sudden change, I believe. And because we release the eclipse energy. As soon as we release the eclipse energy, Uranus and moon meet up. What are the chances of that? This sudden positive change, sudden burst of positivity just rushes through the door. Okay? So that happens today. And then in the evening, we do go through a difficult aspect. And what do I mean by the difficult aspect? Saturn is squaring the moon, 90-degree angle. 90-degree angles are typically considered challenging in astrology. They bring about change, they bring about friction, they require you to take action. And Saturn, as I mentioned, is hard work, it's discipline. And the moon is our emotions. So the moon and Saturn don't really see eye to eye. So in a square, we do have to do emotional hard work. We may need to take emotional hard decisions. That being said, I do feel, since the square to the moon has happened right after the moon has conjuncted Uranus, right after it, and then it squares Saturn, the sudden change that we've gone through in our emotions becomes permanent, because Saturn also makes things permanent. So this may not be a very difficult moment. It may not be. So that's the basic gist of today. And if I had to sum up today, I would say there's a lot of release, a release of the past lunar month with the balsamic phase of the moon. There's a release of the eclipse energy that has been with us since July 2nd, 2019. We finally, our routine, our health, our diet, our immediate reality is falling in place to support us with our goals. The past is becoming more and more and more incompatible. There will be a sudden change today to your emotions, which will be positive, I believe. In the evening at about 7:30 p.m. Pacific, there might be a couple of hours where they will require some hard emotional decisions, but that will pass. And tomorrow is the new moon in Taurus. We will talk about it. It's a big, big deal. So today is the day of closings. I would sum it up as that. And now, if you've been watching my other videos, then you don't need to stick to this part or watch it anymore. But I will give you a brief background about the astrology for the past year and a half or so that you can put this day into context, and understand how we got here. So, the first thing that I do like to begin with for that is the Uranus Chiron semi sextile, 30-degree angle. This energy is going to be with us all year, and this energy is about healing our identity in unexpected ways, through unexpected skills, through unexpected ways of making money. The second aspect that I do like to talk about is the North Node Chiron sextile, 60-degree angle. As we move towards our goals, our identity is going to heal. It already is healing. Okay, the next thing that I like to talk about is the North Node Uranus semi sextile. Our goals, our path has become unconventional. It's something that we didn't expect would happen to us, but it has happened, and there's healing. There's healing in this path for us. Okay. The next thing that I like to talk about is what I call the theme of the year. It's the Saturn-Uranus square. The last time these planets squared was in the year 2000. So after 21 years, we are going through this energy. And this energy is about what? It's getting rid of the old structures, old thought processes, old ideas of being, living, thinking, and embracing the new. And more specifically, it's embracing the new you, the authentic you, who you are on the inside. Oftentimes we think, I should become this, I should become a doctor, I should become a lawyer, I should become an engineer. But actually, on the inside, you're actually a writer or a poet or an astrologer. So when you embrace your true inner core, that's when the magic happens. And this year, we will have to embrace our true selves, our truth, not who we think we should be. And because it's a square, it is going to feel challenging, this process of coming into who you actually are. But it's going to happen by the end of the year. You'll see. So that's the theme of the year that I like to call. Now, going back a little bit, Jupiter and Saturn, they met up in December of 2020. The last time they met up was in the year 2000. And when they met up in the year 2020 in December, they started a 20-year cycle. Okay? We've seen most of what this cycle will entail for us, not fully, mostly. And we're going to lay the foundation for the next 20 years and the next 2 years. So that's another thing that happened in December. And the thing that really shook our reality happened last January, in Jan of 2020. What happened? Pluto and Saturn, they met up. They met up at 22 degrees of Capricorn, around here. And they meet up once in 33 to 38 years, okay? And they meet in a different sign every time. So the last time they met was in the year 1982 in the sign of Libra. In Jan of 2020, we ended that 1982 cycle and began a new one. That's great, but Saturn and Pluto met up last time in the sign of Capricorn in the 1500s. And when they meet up in the sign of Capricorn, as they did in Jan of 2020, our material reality shifts like never before, and that's what happened. Now, this new cycle that started for us in Jan of 2020 is very restrictive, but it is going to stay with us till 2053, till Saturn and Pluto meet up again in the sign of Pisces. I do believe the restrictions will ease off. I do believe in the next 2 years, as we build the foundation for the next 20 years with the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction cycle, things will begin to open up. And the last thing that I want to mention are the nodes. The North Node is in Gemini and the South Node is in the sign of Sagittarius. They were in the same placement between 2001 and 2003. So whatever themes, events, people, situations came into your life back then, you might be revisiting those same things or resolving them or rebuilding on them. So just be mindful of that. And I would like to mention that we are in a very special time astrologically. We have been for the past year and a half, and we will continue to be for at least the next 2 years. And take this year out to figure out who you are, what you want, who you will be, because that's what we have to do this year. And that's all I leave you with. Do hit the subscribe button, and I will try to get the dailies out to you this week. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.